be assassinated. But I'm overwhelmed.
Wait a minute. He said, so what he said is that it was a tragedy that Charlie Kirk was assassinated. This is what people, now there are people who have openly celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk, and then there are people who have low-key celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk. And in order to stay out of trouble, so to speak, they always like to preface things by saying, well, it's a tragedy what happened, right? It's a tragedy what happened. And that shouldn't have happened. No. The only reason why they're saying that is because they don't think it's they're not saying that because they think it's a tragedy. They're saying that to cover their ass. Anytime you say, listen, it's a tragedy that Charlie Kirk was assassinated, but you already know some bullshit is coming.
Sing the flags of the United States of America.
Listen to the crowd.
At half staff, calling this nation to honor and venerate a man who was an unapologetic racist and spent all of his life sowing seeds of division and hate into this land.
Listen to this congregation. These are supposed to be Christians, right? We're all brothers and sisters. We are all children in the eyes of God. Yet, here is this pastor, low-key justifying the assassination of Charlie Kirk, being cheered on by his audience. Incredible.
And hearing people with selective rage who were mad about Charlie Kirk but didn't give a damn about Melissa Hortman and her husband.
I'm sorry, did this man just curse at the pulpit? Did this man really just curse? Like, when did we start swearing in church? Are you kidding me? Like, this this pastor just said, just used the D word. Shut him up! This pastor just used the D word on the pulpit, and no one gasped. Nope. They all cheered.
When they were shot down in their home, tell me I ought to have compassion for the death of a man who had no respect for my own life.
No, you don't have to have compassion for anybody you don't want to have compassion for. But justifying political violence, just like Melanie King said, is beyond the pale. Big Said says nigga churches. Yep.
I am sorry.
No, you're not.
But there's nowhere
in the Bible
where we are taught to honor evil. And how you die does not redeem how you lived.
Oh, Jesus. How you die does not redeem how you live. This is why we know this is a nigga pastor. Yes, I said it. This pastor is a nigga. Okay? Look. This dude here is not a man of God. This dude is a nigga. Straight up fucking N-word. A nigga. Niggadar, there's the fucking pastor. There's the fucking pastor. The niggadar has gone off. The niggadar has absolutely gone off. Incredible.
You do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life.
And again, like, the way you die doesn't redeem the way you live. You don't become... See, again, and I've talked about this years and years ago. The best way to sort of sell snake oil is to be grammatically and grammatically clever. If something rhymes or if it has some sort of a polar opposite meaning, that gets people to think. The way you die doesn't justify the way you live. That makes zero sense. No sense. When you die, it doesn't make you a hero if you were a villain. That makes no sense. No sense. See, at this point, guys, J-Mon says all empty words. At this point, he's not serving God. He's not serving God. He's serving himself. Right now, he's playing to the crowd. He's getting all of that. He's getting all of that external validation for what he is talking about. So now he's got a little bit of swagger. What he is talking about here has absolutely nothing to do with the so-called gospel. Now he's just playing to the crowd. Oh, okay, the crowd likes what I'm doing. So I'm gonna add a little bit more swagger.
I can abhor the violence that took your life.
No, you could abhor the violence that took your life, but you don't. You don't. You don't abhor that violence. This preacher, and guys, let's make no mistake about it. This guy said it was a tragedy that Charlie Kirk was assassinated. No, he's lying. He's glad that Charlie Kirk was assassinated. He's glad. He's glad. Well, I can abhor the violence. You can, but you don't. And the reason why I know you don't is because you didn't say, I abhor the violence. You said, I can abhor the violence.
But I don't have to celebrate how you chose to live.
You don't have to celebrate how he chose to live, but you don't have to celebrate the fact that he's dead either, my guy.
I am overwhelmed. Charlie Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated.
He says Charlie Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated. That was the first part of the video. Charlie Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated. That doesn't really say much, Pastor. He chose his words very carefully, right? Charlie Kirk did not deserve to be assassinated. That he could have said he didn't deserve to die. He didn't say he didn't deserve to die. He said he didn't deserve to be assassinated. See, he chose his words very, very carefully.